How was the weekend?
It was quite good.
Okay. Refreshed, all set
Yeah,
for
man.
English. Okay, all right, fantastic. A little recap. All right.
Yeah, sure.
What do I mean by in Rome do as the Romans do?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
What do I mean by in Rome do as the Romans do?
Romans do. It is a idiom. Like
Yeah.
we have to do like whatever we have to do when we go in the country or their place.
Yeah, so we must follow their customs and whatever their rituals, their traditions, whatever. So to show respect. Okay, yes, very good. Now here I'm talking about work. The pros and cons of offline work and online work. All right. So do you need a minute or two to think?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Compose your mind, compose your ideas. All right. You can even take down any points that come to mind. If you want to use your book and your pencil, you can write a few things down and then express yourself as clearly as you can. So we're talking basically about pros and cons of offline work and online work.
Sorry to ask, but offline works like kind of example. Can you give me like one example? Sorry.
My job right now. Okay.
Offline. Okay.
So I'm sorry, this is online. All right. This is
Yeah, this is
online.
offline.
But suppose I was going to the institute and I was actually giving classes to students over there, then that work would be offline.
Offline
All
work.
right. So, it's very important. I'm so happy you did this because if you're not clear about what the topic is, you must definitely ask and clear it up. Otherwise, you won't know what to express, correct? So, when we say offline, you're on the site and you're working, all right? And online is what I'm doing right now,
Okay.
okay?
Like work from home and all.
Yeah, work from home, stuff like that, okay? Yeah. All, I think your work so far has all been offline.
Offline work.
Yeah.
Sure. I didn't write it, but I have to
Uh-huh.
speak.
So even you can even draw from your experience because see you have work experience, so you can even think of when I worked, that was not online work, that was offline work. So what were the positives there? What were the negatives there? And then in contrast to that, can I say something else for online? So that's another way to compose your thoughts to present it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, ma'am.
okay, yes, actually, let's hear you. Very good.
Uh, there are many kind of there are many pros and cons for offline work. Like offline, first I would like to tell about like pros.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pros are for the offline work is like yeah we are whenever we go to office we interact with many other kind of people and we get to know about like where we are working and in what environment we are working, so it's very it gets very useful when we get to know about the environment, so we get to know about environment and it's very useful to work over there to get through the process or some kind of knowledge we get a little bit of it.
Yes.
And whenever we go to office offline work, that time we get to know about our how to do a time management, because it is in office it is not like that we can take a break whenever we want, like there is some kind of perfect preferred time for breaks and all, to like to have lunch or to have coffee and all. And the pros and the cons are like we cannot do like anything we want to do, like when we are at home we are doing online work, so like we can shut down our PCs or laptop also, like we can go out without knowing anyone, like without knowing our seniors and all.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, very good. So, then let's now. So, you've described offline wonderfully. You've given me the pros. All right. In your pros, you have mentioned things like interacting. When you go there, you have to reach at a specific time. You get to interact with people. I specifically liked your usage of work environment. So the environment use of that word, very good. You said that the work environment is nice. You know, you get to meet people, you understand how to work with people, you get good at time management, which was also a very good point that you brought up. And there are very fixed, times for you to do things, and therefore you ensure that your productivity is maintained, right?
Yeah.
On the cons, on the side of the cons, you said that it's what?
Whenever we work at office, so we get to know about like what kind of environment we are working.
Yeah.
That's
No.
yeah.
So those are all pros, right? In the cons, I think the one big one which I comes to my mind is you said that you are, uh, you can't like just shut everything down and go out,
Without.
you know, in between maybe when you have 10 minutes or 15
Uh,
minutes. So you use the verb knowing. I think you are searching for how do I express this. So
we are informed.
without informing your boss or somebody in charge, you can shut down, and so you cannot, it's what you said, that when you're offline, this is something that you cannot do. All right,
True.
yes, well expressed, action. Conversely, can you tell me about in the if you're talking about then online work pros and online work cons? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Online work, and I would like to go with pros first. On online work, there are many reasons. Like nowadays, after the what Corona,
Mm-hmm.
after the Corona, many people are still working from work from home, so they are get comfortable doing that. So the pros are like whenever we do online work, so it is in our hand. Like whenever like we have to do whenever we have to do work or whatever we have to do, and like it's get very flexible in at office. It does not get very flexible because the other senior employees are keeping an eye on us at that time, and at offline work, so nobody is here to keep an eye on us, so we do whatever we want to do, like whatever we want to do. And the cons are like if we get into some trouble, if we don't get anything to understand and all, so there is no one to help us. Like, so we have to make call, we have to do like some kind of thing to get managed and to sort the problem out.
Okay, wonderful. All right, particularly, definitely, I'm going to give you a hands clapping for sort something out. All right, so you use that phrasal verb wonderfully. Yes, to sort the problem out or to sort some problem out. So, very well expressed. You said that the pros of online is, I think you were saying things like flexibility, all right, and also I think would you say even creative, you get little creative independence.
Creative
you know
independence.
yeah, so and because there's not somebody all the time telling you that do it this way, do it that way. All right, okay. And in the cons you said, but on the downside, that yeah, on the negative side, the problem is that if you are in a sticky situation, if you're in a difficult situation, then you need to make calls, you need to message people or whatever to get out of it, because there's nobody right next to you to help you.
Yeah.
Whereas in an office place, you will have your colleagues around, just a shout away.
Outdoor.
Yeah, do you get me? A shout away. If you say, I'm just a shout away, that means you can say, hello, help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can actually be there and help you. All right. So yeah, I think yes, I would be in agreement with you that these are the pros of offline and the pros of online. And on the other side, every position has its negatives too. So the negatives are the cons of offline work and the cons of online work.
And work.
Well expressed over there, Akshay. All right. So now let's move on to another one, which is also connected to online and offline, but this time we're speaking about shopping. So online shopping versus, or on one side online shopping, pros and cons, on the other side offline shopping, pros and cons.
Yeah, sure. First, I like to go with online shopping.
Okay.
uh, in online shopping, the pros are it is not a very time consume application, and we can shop like whenever, in world, whenever or wherever we are, because we have to just open our cell phone or laptop. We have to just go on the site, and also we have to look like whatever we want to buy. Also, we have to just add to the cart and make a proceed it, and yeah, it is done. And the yeah, and at online shopping, so we get many kind of discounts also, good discounts. And cons are sometimes we order something, the exact a product didn't come, like it comes, sometimes it damage, or sometimes it comes some other product, like we didn't order that product, but still that comes to our house, or whatever we has order.
Hmm.
So it is a very bad thing, and yeah.
Okay, yes, good. So you spoke about online. You said that the pros are that again, I think the convenience.
Yes.
The word that you were searching for, like, we can do this anyways. If you just wanted to put one word for all that, you would say the convenience of shopping. It can be at any place, anytime. You don't have to wait for a store to open. You don't have to wait, for a particular time of the day, or whether it's a holiday or not. You don't have to worry about things like that. It's available all the time. That's one, convenience. Second is, I think you said about discounts, which is also a big pro because, yeah, we get plenty of discounts when you're going to online sites and you save on money. And when you spoke of cons, that there are times when, may not get the exact product, the exact, because you are not really checking with your hands and trying it out,
Yeah.
right? Like in a store. Yeah. So you may not get your exact product, and because of that, that can be a little troublesome for customers. Yes. In connection to that, would you say that the exchange and all that works well in most sites?
Yeah, I would like to say that. Yeah.
Exchange works well. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's now try. Let's try offline. What are the pros of offline? And what are the cons of offline shopping?
It is a very offline pros are cons are it is a very time consuming,
Mhm.
and we have to go we have to travel, or we have to go to many kind of shop to get the product whatever we want. And sometimes we don't get discounts and all on that product whatever we want to buy. and and the pros are if you go to a shop, so we can know about the what kind of product it is, like the quality of the product, the material of the product. So it is very beneficial for us, because an online product, like we cannot know about like what kind of product is that, like what kind of quality. So yeah, we got to know about like what kind of quality and what kind of product is that. And yeah, that's so.
Okay, yes, good. So you managed to pick up at least, I think, two and one. Yeah. So you said that the pros of offline is that, first you mentioned the cons. You said it's very time consuming and tiring because you have to go all over the place and you have to go to different shops. All right. And have you had some terrible experiences in connection to this?
Yeah, one time.
Your expression was looking very pained. Do you understand me? Pained. Oh my
Pain.
God. I remember that time when I had to go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are, like, you see, very time consuming and not comfortable. And on the pro side, you mentioned that you get to see the product firsthand. You get to see the product firsthand
First time.
because you are seeing it yourself, not some second party, third party, nobody else, but you are seeing and probably saying that it's okay or no because you're the one there deciding, right? So that is a definite pro because there are no surprises, right? Because you've seen it properly by yourself. Yes, good. Very well expressed over there. So, offline and online shopping, pros
Mm,
and cons. All right. Okay, let's try another. This time we're again going back to work, and we're discussing the pros and cons of offline meetings versus, or on the other hand, you have online meetings. So, the pros and cons of offline meetings, the pros and cons of online meetings.
okay. Like and the pros and cons of offline meeting is like whenever we held some kind of meeting, so we have to uh, like order some kind of food, some kind of refreshment for the employees or for the seniors, like whoever their people are there for meeting and out first. And whenever the meeting starts, like someone some was interested or some is not in, someone trying to sleep or someone get like fainted out like for some period a couple of times and all. uh, Whenever meeting starts and nobody present there at time, like some anybody is somebody or anyone is like kind of late or something at that time. That's all. And the
This is you telling me for online, right? You're telling me that in an online meeting all this can happen, or in an offline meeting?
offline meeting.
Oh, in an offline. Okay, so they may
And
not
offline.
come, they're late, all right, then, and of course, you spoke about the food. I like that bit. Okay, yes, continue. Okay,
Uh,
yeah. So that's the
and
bit about
yeah,
offline, right? Okay, so
off-
you said the pros are, I think you mentioned the cons, right? So any pros of offline? Pros of offline meetings?
pros on offline meeting, like yeah, and there is no not kind of like network issue, like each and every person is going to be in front of the seniors and all, like they are visible, like whatever they are doing, and they cannot go offline or something. So
Yes.
it's the
Yeah, very good. Yes, very well expressed. And that was also a very important point you brought up. So, well voiced over there, Akshay. So, today was basically a focus on that. How can we think of ideas in terms of them being positive and negative and opposing ideas? And they can all have their positives and negatives, right? Eventually, we have to decide which one suits us the most.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well expressed. Good speaking today. We stop over here. All right. And I see you tomorrow. Right.
Tomorrow, ma'am.
Bye
Yeah.
bye. Have a nice
Bye, ma'am. See
evening.
you. Yeah, you
Bye.
too, ma'am.